Happy holidays. 'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. Stockings were hung. Reminds me of my Uncle Pete. By the chimney with care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled. It's not easy to do, by the way, to nestle, especially with your siblings. Maybe when you're young and you don't hate them yet, you can nestle. All snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. I'm a hoofer at heart. I kick it old school. I don't know if you saw the Fat Boy Slim video. I really did fly. And Mama, sweet Mama, in a kerchief, and I in my cap, had just settled our brains for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from the bed. I'm a man of action. I don't sit idly by while there's crap going on in the front yard to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash and threw up the sash, the moon on the breast of the new fallen snow. You don't often think about the snow with breasts, but it's the holidays. When what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh, little bastard, and 8 tiny reindeer with a little old driver, so lively and quick. I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. So how must I ask, did I know? More rapid than eagles, his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. This is how I knew. Now Dasher, prick by the way, Dasher. Now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen. On Comet, on Cupid, on Donder and Blitzen. Donder, there's the forgotten reindeer. Had a gimp leg, I think. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. How will I know where that is? The coursers they flew, with the sleigh full of joys, and St. Nicholas too. We're about halfway through. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around down the chimney, St. Nicholas came with a bound. I turned my head for a second, and this little fat bastard is up all in it. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot. His clothes were all tarnished with ash and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler, just opening his pack. Not a dope peddler, mind you. It's a much smaller bag that the dope peddler has. His eyes, how they twinkled. It's true. It's half in the bag. Maybe that's why the bag was so huge. His dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses. His nose like a cherry. Like I said, the man was a drinker. You don't get that kind of red nose by mistake. Rudolph had his own excuse. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard of his chin was as white as the snow. I'm going to let you draw your own conclusions on that passage. I'm off to another place with it myself. I don't have to be Picasso to help you with this, do I? He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. Smashed. Could barely stand. He was chubby and plump. It's getting redundant now, picking on the fat man. A right jolly old elf. And I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. You couldn't help yourself but laugh. I mean, the sight of this little drunk bastard, all covered in soot. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work, and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. That's all it takes for Santa to go back up a chimney. Finger to nose, nod, boom. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. What the hell, man? But I heard him explain as he drove out of sight, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. It's a great story, even though half of it doesn't make any sense these days. But I hope it brings to you the sort of season's greeting that was intended. Until next year, ho ho.